Alright. It's Jonathan Johnson here again today. We're going to be working with Cisco Packet Tracer. Today we're going to be backing up a Cisco router configuration to a Tftp server. Our objectives of the day are to save the current running configuration to the startup configuration, and also to back up the configuration to a Tftp server. Our background preparation is: in this activity you will save the configuration of the Cisco 1841 ISR to a remote Tftp server. Backing up the configuration is an important step in the setup of a Cisco router. Having a backup allows you to perform rapid recovery after hardware or configuration errors. It is important to save the running configuration to the startup configuration to protect the configuration from being lost on a router reload due to a power outage. After the running configuration is saved to the startup configuration can be backed up to the Tftp server. So in this activity, the local server is configured as a Tftp server that you use to store the configuration of the Cisco 1841 ISR. Okay, so our step one is to save the running configuration to the startup configuration. So from the customer PC, we're going to use the terminal emulation software to connect to the console of the customer Cisco 1841 ISR. So we're going to go customer PC, top of the tab, desktop tab, and going to go to terminal. Okay, and we're just going to log in to the console of the customer Cisco 1841 ISR using Cisco for the user exec password and Cisco as the privilege exec password. We're going to copy the running configuration. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to go Cisco. Okay, and we're going to go enable. We're going to go Cisco. Okay, now we're here. We're going to go copy. And we're going to go running config. Running config. And then we're going to go startup config. Enter. And destination file name, startup config, building configuration, yada yada yada. Enter. Okay, then we pull this up. Now we're going to back up the startup configuration to the Tftp server. Test connectivity to the Tftp server by pinging 192.168.1.10 from the customer router. First, we're going to copy the startup configuration to the Tftp server at address 192.168.1.10. Leave the default name of the customer router config. So we're going to go copy startup config Tftp, and we're going to go enter. Address or name of remote host. So we're going to put 192.168.1.10, enter. And it's going to say destination file name, customer router underscore file config, and we're going to go enter. And it should go 995 bytes copied in 91 seconds. Then from the local server, we're going to click the config tab and review the Tftp service and verify the customer startup configuration is in the list. So we're going to go back out of the terminal, and we're going to click the config tab from the local server. So we're going to go click on this local server, and we're going to click up here in the config tab. Okay. And we're going to review the Tftp service. So we'll click Tftp right here. Okay, now it shows everything right here that was in the backup. Okay, so it's in there. We're going to verify that the customer router startup configuration is in the list. So customer router config right here, it's in there. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to erase the startup configuration. We're going to go, well, step 3, we're going to test the backed up configuration. So erase the startup configuration file on the customer router. So we're going to remove, well, we got to go back out of here. We got to go back in. So now we're going to go back into customer PC and go back into terminal and hit OK. Okay, now we're going to go and we're going to go erase the startup configuration file on the customer router. So we're going to go erase STAR, erase the startup config, enter, and it's going to say a warning, erasing the NVRAM file system will remove all configuration files. Continue, confirm. And we're going to push enter, and now it says erase NVRAM complete. So initialize the geometry of NVRAM. Okay, so it was complete. And now we're here. Now we're going to reload the customer router. If asked if you would like to save the configuration, we're going to say no. So we're going to hit reload, enter, and it says proceed with reload, enter, yes. Now it's going to self decompress. This might take a little. Shouldn't take too long though. Okay, now it's done self decompressing. It's going to say continue system configuration dialog, continue with configuration dialog, and we're going to click no right here. So we're going to push enter, okay. Now we're going to press return to get started, router, okay. And it takes us right back to router. Now we're going to configure the fast Ethernet 0-0 interface for connectivity to the Tftp server and activate the serial 0-0-0 interface. So we're going to go enable, enter, configure terminal, enter. Then we're going to go interface FA0/0, enter, and we're going to go IP address 192.168.1.1 space subnet mask 255.255.255.0, enter. No shutdown. Wait, we got a problem here. Oh, spelled IP address wrong. IP address 192.168.1.1 255.255.255.0, enter. We're in no shutdown. So no shutdown, enter, and go interface, wait, no shutdown. Okay, so now the line protocol is set to up. So then we're going to go interface S, but for serial 0/0/0/0. Okay, and then we're going to go enter, then no shutdown for this either to turn it on, enter. And now we're going to wait for the amber link light on switch 0 to turn green, and then ping the TFTP server at 192.168.1.10 to test connectivity. Okay. So switch 0, and it's green now, amber, whatever color I have it on here as. So now that we have that, we're going to go end, okay, and then we're going to ping router. So we're going to go ping 192.168 .1.10. Enter to ping it. It's sending 5. Okay, success. Rate is 80%. It should be at 4 out of 5 right now. So, we're gonna copy the startup configuration file stored on the Tftp server to the running configuration for a customer router. So we're gonna go router. We're gonna go copy Tftp and then go running config, enter, and we're going to go address or name of remote host. So we're going to source, shows all that. We're going to go 192.168.1.10, enter. Source file name, we're going to go customer, well, probably about a capital. So we're going to go customer router score config enter, and then we're going to go running config question mark. Okay, it's going to hit enter and it's going to loading. Okay, that's good. Enter. Now we're right to here, and now we're going to copy the restored configuration to NVRAM. Okay, so we're going to go copy running config and then startup config, enter, enter. Okay, enter. Now we're going to test the restored configuration by pinging the ISP server. So we're going to go ping 209.165.201.10. Enter. Now it says wait rate. The success rate is 100%, 5 out of 5, right where it needs to be. So that's all I have for you today on packet tracer videos with Jonathan Johnson. Today we did backing up a Cisco router configuration to a TFTP server. We pretty much all we did was transferred everything from this router or server to over to this one through a Cisco packet tracer, which is a program that allows you to build networks and create coincidences and processes and how they really would be like. If you have any questions, thank you. Have a good day.